Did you know that the life of a Roman soldier was defined not only by the battles they fought, but also by the coins in their pockets? The ancient currency, the denarius, was more than just payment. It was a symbol of loyalty, duty, and survival within the empire. In this documentary, we'll explore the fascinating pay structure of these formidable warriors, from the standard legionary earning his annual 300 denarii to the centurions commanding a hefty sum. What did this currency mean in their time, and how does it translate to today's money? Could a Roman soldier's pay sustain them, or was it barely enough to survive? Join us as we delve into the economics of ancient Rome, unraveling the true value of the denarius, and uncover how these payments reflected the intricate and powerful machinery of the Roman Empire. Roman soldiers, particularly during the height of the Roman Empire, were paid in a currency called the denarius. Payment for soldiers was part of what was called stipendium, and they were paid 3 times a year. The exact amount varied depending on the period, the rank of the soldier, and whether any bonuses were included. The typical legionary in the early empire received around 225 denarii per year during Augustus's reign, which was later increased to 300 denarii. Centurions, who commanded centuries of about 80 men, earned significantly more, with estimates ranging from 3,750 to 15,000 denarii annually, depending on their rank. Occasionally, soldiers would receive bonuses known as donativa, often given by emperors on special occasions such as the start of a reign or a military victory. The value of one denarius has been estimated to be anywhere from $1.50 to $5 in today's money. Using a middle estimate of $3 per denarius, a legionary's annual pay would be roughly $675 to $900. However, when considering the purchasing power and the value of goods and services at the time, the equivalent could be much higher, potentially around $15,000 to $20,000 per year in modern terms. The centurion, who got paid 3,750 to 15,000 denarii annually. Estimated modern value by using the same estimate, a centurion's annual pay could range from $11,250 to $45,000. But when considering their higher status and purchasing power, it might be more comparable to modern salaries of $150,000 or more. Additional considerations was the cost of living. Roman soldiers had many expenses covered by the state, including food, equipment, and even housing in some cases. The cost of food. A soldier's daily rations included wheat, which cost about half denarii per 9 litres. In modern terms, feeding a soldier might cost around $5 to $10 per day. Annually, this could total about $1,800 to $3,600. The cost of housing. Soldiers usually lived in barracks, and the cost of building and maintaining these fortresses was significant. While difficult to estimate, the cost of housing per soldier might be comparable to maintaining military housing today. This could range from $1,000 to $5,000 per year per soldier. The equipment and gear. A soldier's equipment, including a helmet, shield, sword, and armor, would have been a significant investment. Equipping a soldier today could cost thousands of dollars, so this might translate to about $2,000 to $5,000 in today's money. An overall cost per soldier. Combining all these expenses, the total cost to maintain a Roman soldier could be estimated in today's terms as anywhere from $7,800 to $28,600 annually. Cost of a home. Housing costs. The cost of a modest Roman home, domus, varied, but in Rome it might have cost around 500 denarii. This might equate to $100,000 to $300,000 for a small home in a major city today. Roman soldiers were also occasionally granted leave or a form of vacation under certain conditions. Here are the main factors and conditions under which a Roman soldier could get leave. Soldiers who had served a significant portion of their term, usually 20-25 years, were sometimes granted leave, particularly as they approached the end of their service. These veterans might be given time off as a reward for their long and loyal service. When there were no active campaigns or wars, soldiers might be given short leaves. However, during times of war, vacations were almost non-existent. After a successful campaign or military victory, soldiers might be granted a short period of leave as a reward. If a soldier was seriously ill or injured, he might be granted leave to recover, though this often depended on the severity of the injury and the soldier's role. Special circumstances. Soldiers could request leave for personal matters, such as family emergencies. These requests would be considered on a case-by-case basis and required the approval of their superiors. Soldiers stationed in less active areas or on garrison duty were sometimes given rotational leave. This would allow them to visit nearby towns or return to their homes if they were not too far away. Also, as a reward for exceptional service or bravery, some soldiers might be granted leave by their commander or even by the emperor himself. On occasion, soldiers might be granted leave to participate in important religious festivals or local ceremonies, particularly if they were in garrison towns far from home. Leave was typically short, usually no more than a few weeks, and soldiers were expected to return promptly to their unit. But in normal circumstances, soldiers were not allowed to leave the army permanently unless they had completed their full term of service or were granted an honorable discharge.